Hello there. Hello there. Hello there. Hello there. Hello there. Another happy landing.
Okay, now what do I click?
What's up, everybody? I am Big Lovin. With me, as always, Don DellaSnooch and Dragon Buddy. Welcome to the EscapePod, a place where friends gather to talk all things geek. This week, it's all things fucking Star Wars, dude. We're talking Starwars Celebration, and we're talking the first 2 episodes of Andor Season 2. Clankety clank, bitches.
Clinkety clank. Don't hold back because I didn't see it. Fucking let's talk about the whole thing.
No. We're going to hold back because you didn't see it. Because I'm not going to fuck this up for you. I'm not that kind of fucking friend, bro. I'm not that kind of... Don't shrug your shoulders and like that. This is good fucking entertainment here, buddy. And if you're just like, oh, spoil it for me.
Deep shit going on.
Yeah, go fuck yourself.
Fuck.
Some fucking onion cutting shit's going to happen. And you're going to be like, well, I didn't get to cut onions because you guys, you know.
Go fart in a mud puddle.
I don't know what that means. What does that mean?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know what that means. I'm very confused. Anywho, we're gonna do some celebration rundown. I mean, you know how we do it. It's gonna be scattered all over the fucking place. So,
I'm not gonna feel guilty, Kelly, because Disney thought it was reasonable to launch shit at 9 p.m.
They were like, listen,
he's just lost.
We're going to drop a movie on you every Tuesday night.
He's just lost the spark too. That's part of it.
No, I'm excited. I really am enjoying what's happening. 9 p.m. is too late to drop 2.5 hours worth of shit.
But not everybody has to watch it. We've put ourselves in a crunch in which we told our fans, hey, I'm going to commit to these 3 episodes so I can review them. And then our fans said, fuck yeah, I'm going to do it too. And then Don didn't do it. So, fuck you.
I can't believe you're doing this in front of the Pave Lord.
I got to do it in front of the Pave Lord. He knows it's necessary.
Your dad knows you're a dick.
No, I was talking about Dan.
Yeah.
Yeah. When you said, hey, I'm doing some homework, I'm like,
yeah, when he said that at 4 fucking 30, he's like, starting the homework. I'm like, yeah, we're not talking about shit. And then when I got here, I'm like, holy fuck, are we going to be able to talk about the second one?
Yeah, I had to go to the bank. I had to go to FedEx, but I thought that I was dealing with like an hour, 40 minutes, not fucking 2.5 hours. That was wild.
Remember what the first season of Andor was like, apparently. I was there. I don't know if you were.
It's nice getting a movie.
It took me until like the last 2 episodes.
I know.
Well, maybe 4. Anyway, long story short.
Short
story's long.
It ain't that
so
long.
small.
It's so small. So small.
All right. Well,
we're not going to hit many buttons today, but we're going to hit some buttons.
I'm going to jump right into sports because I'm in and out for that.
Oh.
It's time for Sports Talk with your hosts, Don DellaSnooch, Brady Lovin, and Dragon Buddy, here on the EscapePod.
That was him. That was the guy.
You know that guy.
As the song implies, Michigan played their spring game Saturday. Me and Aaron went. The future looks good.
Hell yeah.
It's as good of a spring game as I've seen in a long time, and that includes when JJ led us to the national championship. So
I still put no stock in a single fucking spring game.
As you shouldn't.
In anywhere on the planet.
As you
Mars.
Shouldn't, but
maybe the moon though. I would take that shit serious.
There very much is a correlation between going to see the spring game and shit looking bad.
1,000%. Now, if you to come here and been like, that's a dumpster fire, I'd be like, we should talk about that.
Right?
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's talk about that.
That's the only thing I really have to say is it's not a dumpster fire. Things look promising.
All right, fair enough. Because I was like, when we were conversing slightly before the show, we're like, we're not gonna hit a lot of buttons, blah blah blah. And I was like, I told him, I was like, I don't have a fucking thing for sports. Like the draft is this weekend, so there's nothing really to talk about until the draft happens.
What's going on in basketball? Are they in the playoffs?
Just started, but it's round 1. Lots of 1-1, 2-0 teams. So there's nothing real, nothing dramatic. It's like there's not an injured player or a team that's up 2-0. I know Detroit fucking handed the New York Knicks have lost in the Garden. That's fucking dope.
I
feel
heard
good
about that.
Yeah. So the Pistons beat the Knicks. That's nice.
Yeah.
I think we should all be feeling good about that. But
fuck New York.
But other than that, dude, like, there's playoffs just started. So
I was just wondering. I've heard lots
deeper,
of chatter.
When it gets deeper, I'll bring it up when it's necessary. You know, I'm the basketball guy here, so I'll do that. But like I said, there was nothing really worth a fuck to talk about now. So
sounds good.
Hell yeah. We'll be heavy, I think, next Wednesday on especially draft talk. I know me and Dragon Buddy, we're gonna have a lot.
Weekend.
DellaSnooch is a guy in the playoffs. He doesn't know. He remembers what it's like, but he's like, I don't even give a fuck, which is good. That's a good place to be when you don't care about the draft.
Yeah,
that's not. I wish my team was not giving a shit about the draft.
I wish. I say we just draft 2 more quarterbacks and say fuck it.
You're like, you can have these ones back.
But now we're gonna pull some asshole move in a fantasy and just like take nothing but quarterbacks, so the rest of them go get fucked. I mean, that would be some
what kind of piece of shit would do that?
Yeah, that's like a total piece of shit move.
Low life sack of shit.
I'm gonna take all the quarterbacks.
I'm not gonna win, but neither is anybody else.
Right.
You could
half my
catch the
team
ball,
is
but
benched.
you
I'm not even
can't
playing.
throw it.
Fuck
Wait,
you.
How does that
shut up.
happen?
Eat a potato.
Everybody gets Aaron Rodgers.
You can root for any Major League Baseball team you choose to, Blake.
Okay.
That's the booty of it.
Yeah, because it doesn't matter.
Yeah,
the points don't matter. Nobody cares.
Nobody
anyway.
cares anymore.
Right.
Like, I love my Dodgers. I've always been a Dodgers fan. I have a few consistent teams in my life, and the Raiders and the Dodgers are the two of them. But you pick, man. Do some research though. It's just to say, like, a lot of people got into hockey this year because of the Four Cup? What was it called?
The Four Nations.
Four Nations. The Four Nations thing they didn't say the All-Star game. A lot of people are like, oh, I'm into hockey. Like, that was exciting. People are like, what team do I choose? Oh man, that's nice. Like, I don't have that option yet other than soccer.
Right.
But I'm not invested in that yet, so I can't pick a team.
I'm getting into soccer.
That's nice though. I'm proud of you, but I'm not there yet. Like, I can't wait to have what these people have where they're like, Blake's like, I got to pick a fucking baseball team. That's dope, dude. I've never had that. Like, I was born into this shit.
Yeah.
I'm a Raiders fan because of my dad. That's his fault. And I love it.
Yeah.
I'm a Mets fan because of where I grew up.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm a Tigers fan for the same reason.
I'm a Dodgers fan because I was born in California and I'm a Raiders fan. So it's like, oh, you should be. That's who you should. And fuck the Giants and the Padres. Like, that's not happening.
Oh, Tigers beat the fuck out of the Padres today.
Yeah.
Oh, good.
That's nice. I'm always happy to hear that. So.
All right. Well, let's keep it rolling because
a Hurricanes fan, I can respect that though. That's tough, dude. Didn't they win a fucking Stanley Cup? Didn't they?
Hurricanes?
The Carolina Hurricanes.
I don't know.
I thought they did. I could be off. I don't know. Who cares?
All
but
right.
I'm glad you have a hockey team, so that's fucking fantastical, dude.
2006.
I have many a hockey team. People get pissed off about that. Sorry.
So I'm gonna dive into Chris's territory.
Oh.
And I'm gonna touch my own clit.
More unsettling than a 30-year-old virgin at a porn convention. Way more scarier than a New Jersey rest stop at night. It's time for weird news.
Set us up for some weird shit. Let's go.
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck just
go.
What happened? I'm scared.
All right, so my weird news is from TikTok lately. Have you guys been fucking getting bombarded with this Chinese warehouse talk shit?
I did for a little bit.
Oh, dude, I dove like hella deep into it. Like, I can't believe how much shit we've been paying for max price for, and it's legit being made by 4-year-olds in a box.
Oh yeah.
I thought everybody knew that.
I mean, it's definitely implied.
I'm sorry. I just am I the asshole? Because I really I'm like, oh, you guys are surprised that we overpay for fucking shoes and wallets. Like that's
Oh,
why
I was getting a lot of it, like the Chinese creators coming out and basically saying like, "We rip you off."
yeah.
Yeah.
It's
But
I got.
I
some-
had
we were
no
just we were
idea.
playing cool with all the companies.
Yeah, but I had no idea it was like $1,000 purses that are $35 to make and ship.
I guess live in the world where my parents would bring shit like that home.
Yeah. See, I
Like my parents, they would go, or shit. When I was in the service, you would go to certain places where you could get that shit, and I could bring it home, and I could be like, "Show me the difference," and he'd be like, "I can't."
right.
Not.
Like I always felt like there was what we pay for, and then there was a direct knockoff version that you could buy from China.
There is,
But I didn't realize it was the same shit sans the logo stitched on over here.
Well, it's like
You know
the
what I
game you
mean?
play with Legos. The Lego factory makes the molds and everything else, and then when it's off hours, the little dies that are in there that say Lego to put on the piece come out,
Uh-huh.
and then they mix their own plastic and make their own bricks, and that's where you get mock brick or
Oh yeah.
all of those other knockoff, Lego compatible.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, I was just like it. I've just been nailed with it since all the stuff that's been going on politically. Like my TikTok was just like, "Wah!"
I don't know. I guess I ignored it. I didn't look too much into it. I was like, "Oh yeah, I've known that."
I mean, I did know it, but I was fascinated with how deep it went.
Well, it's like because I've bought fake Jordans before.
Yeah.
Like before it was as easy to do as it is now. Like when I was in the military and shit, I'd order fake Jordans over. I did it. Not a lot of your bank didn't really hassle you back then. You're like, hey, and it was just they would come in a fucking bag. They wouldn't come in a box, and the quality maybe wasn't there, but there were different prices you could pay for the quality in what you got. And if you paid a higher price, yes, it was still a fraction of what they would cost normally. You couldn't tell the difference. Like, yes,
that goes back too, because like I remember my senior year in high school, like guy was selling these knockoff Chinese Oakleys.
I remember that in high school too.
Yeah, $20-$30, dude. They lasted and were just as good as a set of Oakleys.
Everybody called them Jokleys. Where
I went to high school in Albuquerque, New Mexico, and one of the big things seniors and everybody does is they go down to Tijuana. That was just the thing everybody did, and they'd come back, dude. And you would have dudes who would go to Tijuana and they would buy fake Oakleys.
Yeah.
And they would buy a fucking like 20 of them for nothing and sell them to kids at school. And you'd rock the shit out of fake Oakley. I don't know if that was a thing here, but in Albuquerque, New Mexico at that time in like 97, 98, 99, like that was a thing.
We definitely got them, but they were not from Tijuana. They were coming in like the ports and stuff over in like by where Chris and Kellie are.
Yeah, like I ran into a guy that was selling them in Washington, D.C. for a field trip. And
I'm so glad you brought this up. I'm so glad you brought that because you know what's funny? Nobody gives a fuck about Oakley sunglasses anymore.
No.
And that's sad as shit because Oakley sunglasses used to be like the iPhone.
Hey, how about swatches, man?
Like 1,000%. Like people just don't care no more. Like they fucked their brand up so bad. They went cheap and it just.
And you can buy them now
innovating.
And you're like,
yeah, they stopped innovating.
You got Wiley X's that are way ahead of you with what they can do. And
Juarez. I'm sorry, Dad. They would go to Juarez. My dad's right. Not Tijuana. Juarez. They would go to Juarez. I apologize. He's right.
I remember like
what are the
another
ones that people just started wearing that are absolutely absurd? They're like that Theo Vaughn guy made them popular.
The Pit Vipers.
Yeah.
Those are obnoxious.
Them are fucking hideous.
I can't, but you know what? That is a thing that's like not our age group thing. That's like, you know what I'm saying? Like I've learned that's
we run through quite a few runs like that, man.
If for the longest time, the only people I saw in those glasses were baseball players. Like even in high school, middle school, I would only see the baseball boys wearing them. That's it. And then all of a sudden, like they leaked into the redneck culture, and then the redneck culture, like
that's the worst.
Have the Pit Vipers. And it's like son of a bitch.
Right. In fact, there's a kid that plays out to Western schools that when we go see Lori's granddaughter play soccer, like he'll get done playing baseball and he'll walk by. He ain't but fucking 12, got like a $9,000 pair of fucking glasses, backwards, sitting on the bill of his hat, and I
Well,
want to
actually-
punch his size. This kid.
They're not $9,000. They're not Oakley expensive, but they're still like you see him and you're like, damn, that kid's got them glasses plus that shirt and them pants and them jeans and that watch and the holy fuck.
And yeah, he wheels by with a $250 bat bag full of I don't know how many dollars
Right.
worth of bats.
Can't.
I'm just like, what the fuck?
Dude, I'll tell you that was the one dope thing. All my kids, like when Jordan was playing football, I only had to buy him cleats like once every 2 years.
Mhm.
But I told him, I was like, his name is Jordan. I love Michael Jordan. I love Air Jordan. So like, I'll buy you Air Jordan cleats, kid. And I did it for many years. I will buy him Air Jordan football cleats. My kid was one of the few kids who had them. And then he told me, he's like, you don't need to do that. And I was like, yeah, I do. I kind of have to. Like, I want you to feel good, look good, play good. And he's like, yeah, but like, that's more for you. It's not really for me. And then I started realizing like they care, but they don't care on the scale we were judged by when we were younger. You know what I mean? Like we were really judged by name brand shit, like from the toes to the, to the
But
tip.
especially shoes, dude. Like shoes was a thing, man.
And it isn't to these kids like all this their name brand stuff is, yes, they have their moments, but it's not as consistent as it was with us.
You know what I noticed that they don't do, kids that age? They, kids got a phone. That's all they need. Like they're not sitting there going, oh, you only got the 9. I got the 14.
They don't do that anymore.
They don't give a fuck about that shit. You got a phone, cool.
Yeah.
You're in the club.
Yeah.
They're kind of my youngest is more nonchalant with her phone than the older ones.
Yeah.
It's really wild. The oldest two, Jordan and Alyssa, are really getting a lot more detached from social media.
Mm-hmm.
And then the youngest one, she doesn't give a shit about social media really at all. She plays with her friends so she can play with her friends, so she can hang out with her buddies. But that's it. Like she don't really get into all that at all.
Well, that's good.
I love it. Yeah, I absolutely love it.
Maybe they're realizing how toxic it is.
I think so. And I think they like the interaction.
Yeah.
They watch their siblings, I think, from afar. I think, I don't know. I didn't grow up like that, so I can't really truly speak on it, but it's different, dude.
You ready for some games?
Are we done with weird news?
That's all I got.
Did you have anything on weird news, DBs?
Anybody
Anybody in the chat got weird news? Going once, going twice.
They're on a delay.
All right. That's why I'm giving him a little bit. No, we're good. Hit a button if you need it.
I got some games. I guess I had more notes than I did.
I guess you did, dude.
We're gonna breeze through them though. We're not fucking around.
I don't know.
No joke.
Got lots to talk about.
Well,
this is gonna bump into Celebration eventually.
Okay.
Yes.
Chris, did you ever play Outer Worlds?
Yeah, a little bit.
Did you see the trailer for Outer Worlds 2?
I did not.
Oh, it looks pretty cool, but it doesn't have any gameplay in it. It's just a fucking trailer. But I love the first one. It's like Fallout 4, but it's outer space. You know what it is? It's fucking Starfield. Except with a tighter story.
Look, dude, all I want right now is a Star Wars version of Baldur's Gate.
Yes, dude.
That's all the fuck I want, dude. And I know people are like, oh, we got this. No, I don't want an old game. I want a new game, a whole new, let me do whatever the shit I want. Because Baldur's Gate is so much fun, but I want to go play in the Star Wars universe that I really love.
Give us a world, man.
Yeah, dude. Like, I really just throw me on a planet and like this. Oh, there's so much that you could figure out on this planet. I don't know what it is. Come on, create it, please.
Yeah, give us a handful of planets where your choices might lead you to different ones.
Yeah,
there doesn't have to be a lot of them.
Still darken the map. Just make it. Back and forth.
Maybe you only end up going to 3 of them, and there's like 9.
Yeah,
right.
But then you can make another character, and he goes to 4 other
completely
planets.
different.
Make this happen, dude. Somebody listen to our show of great importance, please.
crisscross applesauce. Let's get it
Fuck
done.
yeah, dude. We're too
Right.
legit to quit, bro.
Don't Chris me.
Don't Chris me, bro. Don't Chris this motherfucker at all.
So like a week ago, I was hearing it was crazy heavy rumors that they were making an Elder Scrolls Oblivion game,
Yeah, dude.
a remake, and like yesterday, it just dropped.
I
Dude,
was gonna say
It
yep,
was
go.
awesome. They were like, "Hey, we've got big news for Oblivion. You know, we're going to drop it in 15 minutes." And
Yeah.
then they came on. They're like, "Here's everything we did, and it's out now. Get the fuck out of here!" And it's on a Game Pass too.
Yeah, there's been rumors that it's been in the works,
Yeah,
but not that they were
Nothing
making
official.
it.
Now, is this Baldur's Gate style?
No, this is
it's Skyrim.
Elder Scrolls Skyrim,
Yeah,
Okay.
except it's the story portion before that.
Yeah.
See, I won't play this.
Yeah,
I used
are-
to watch Chris and Kendrick play it a little bit when I'd come
Mhm.
over. Yeah, it's not my
Oh,
jam.
I had hundreds and hundreds. And
That's dope.
hours in
I
this
wish
game.
I could, dude. Like I said,
Ooh.
man, I really wish those could be my types of things. Like the Lord of Rings isn't. I wish I could be into the Lord of the Rings like people are. I'm just not,
Right.
and I hate the fact that I'm not. Like I've really tried to.
Mhm.
I can't, dude. I tried to give a real go at Halo. I couldn't get into Halo, dude. I tried.
Yeah.
I tried to commit. I bought I did the ODST one. I bought like 2 or 3 of them to play with Kendrick, Chris, Shanklin. They were all playing it. I couldn't do it, dude.
Yep.
And it bummed me the fuck out. Because I love the aesthetic, I love the look of it,
Mhm.
but playing it, I was like, meh.
There is an analog to that on PlayStation, and I can't think of the name of it, but it's almost exactly the same thing as Halo, but it's like something slightly different.
Right.
And they came out with like here's the first 3 games on one disc. You're gonna fucking smash. And I didn't. I tried to get halfway through the first game, and I'm like, all right, I see what you're doing here, but I'm out.
Yeah.
You know.
But let's get the Star Wars Baldur's Gate thing happening, please.
Yeah. Stop fucking around. Let's get that
Just
done.
make it. I don't even need a cut. We don't need a cut. Just make
Yeah,
it.
so I've got about 45 minutes into the remastered Oblivion.
Oh,
It's
nice.
great,
Nice.
dude. It looks
It looks
better.
beautiful.
Oh, they've got different voice actors because like NPCs, there was 3 actors to make the voices.
Yeah.
For all of the NPCs, there's a lot more voices now,
Uh-huh.
and new chat, and yeah, it looks like, and it's still kind of quirky. Like,
Is it?
Yeah.
Does it still have like the floundering dead bodies and shit?
Yeah, it's that
I love that.
cartoony little element that made it fucking
Mhm.
good shit, and it has Shivering Isles and the other downloadable content. So
Nice.
good shit.
Fuck you.
Yeah, that was wild. They were just like, hey, we might think about doing this. Oh, we did it.
Take that. Oh,
Baldur's Gate went fully cross-platform.
did
Nice.
Patch 8.
So we can finally all play when we find some time.
We got to
Oh,
find
yeah.
some time, and we got to fucking play.
Yeah,
Oh.
and it added 12 new subclasses.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
there's
that's exciting. man.
there's different
We need
character
to-
development.
We need to do that now. Like we really got to set up.
Yeah.
We really got to set
Multi-class
up
kinda
time
stuff.
to make that happen.
Hi, Doodle Bear.
So that's fucking sweet.
Times.
But as promised, this is gonna butt up against Celebration. Star Wars Zero Company.
Yeah, dude.
I love it, but I hate it. It looks really great, but then it's only single player.
Mhm.
It looks like a game, not necessarily Baldur's Gate, but it looks kind of in that vein a little bitish, where you should be able to take turns with the characters in which you have. So
Mhm.
Dragon Buddy or you, I would love. and
It very
does-
much looks like it does exactly the same combat style. It's a turn-based.
turn-based, and it's just like, why don't I get to play with my friends?
So here's the
But
thing
I
that I'm
understand if
wondering.
there's a story that they want to tell, like
Yeah.
line story. There's no choice. I get it. I'm spoiled by this Baldur's Gate. Damn it.
Well, so those are my two things I'm wondering. One, maybe they add that capability later, wherever you can make teams or whatever. That seems like it'd be easy enough to do. But 2, like if it's just a linear story that goes, point A to point C or whatever, this seems like a really complicated way to get there. Like if you're doing this turn-based, like if
Right.
you have no agency in the story, it's a tactics game,
Right.
which is not the way it's being presented.
Yeah.
Oh, it's XCOM, that type of strategy
Yeah.
kind of thing. So
Yeah.
yeah.
No, I know. I just
Anything Star Wars, I'm
yeah.
but
I'm gonna try.
I want
it.
an open world.
Yeah, I do.
I want an
Too.
open world.
Fuck.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, DB, I gotta throw it out there, man. DB is the best of the three of us when it comes to replying in the chat. I am a slow typer. I have to look at the keyboard and I look stupid when I do it. So I don't like to, I like to recognize y'all. Like, what up? I definitely read the chat and shit, but I apologize if I'm not getting like Jumpy McClunky Junk. This is the first time I've ever seen this name. So
Yes, he's MLA coming on over.
Monkey Lizard, yeah, like all the Monkey
Hey.
Lizard folk
Hell
are
yeah.
always welcome
Thanks,
here,
dude.
and it's awesome. But like,
Mm-hmm.
I feel away when I'm like, I'm not typing them. I'm not trying to be an asshole. It's just like I look like I'm. I just don't like doing it.
It takes him like 4 minutes to type fuck.
Love you, Dad. See you later, dude.
See you, Pave Lord.
See you, people. Lord.
He flies a helicopter.
Have
Shut the
fun.
I'll take care of it, Dad.
I hate me so much.
You should. You should.
Can't believe you said the thing.
Jumpy McClunky, thanks for joining, dude.
McClunky.
That's what I was trying to say. Though. I notice you. Don notices you. We will pull things that we say. I know he gets into the chat more than I do. I'm the worst at it. DB's the best. You're acknowledged. We see all of you,
Mhm.
so thank you.
Before we move on from what was it, Zero Company?
Zero
Company.
company.
Like, I fucking really dig the fact like there's a stormtrooper, there's a Jedi,
Oh,
there's
the
a fucking Mando. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like, this is an interesting concept. They're like a ragtag. They're like the A-team.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They shouldn't be
Right.
friends, and yet here they are. Common cause.
I know we're about 25, 30 minutes in here. I think LG had something to say to the people.
You know, she did. I think she said that the other day she went to sleep with an itchy ass
Whoa,
and woke up with pink eye.
that's not.
Or
You can't be farting in her pillows, Chris.
stinky finger.
I'm not quite sure who you are, but you better hit that thumbs up.
Yeah.
See, when you hit the subscribe, you score a goal. Everybody
goal.
Every
fucking
time.
wins.
Every
we
time.
all go.
You help Big Levin score. We all win.
Yeah.
This is good.
Yeah.
This is good.
This is a good
It's a
time.
great transition, dude. I like that. That just fucking happened.
Yeah, for real though. Hit the like button, subscribe, share,
Do
Like-
all the things, man.
like make
Ring a bell.
comments. Like you can't do almost anything better for our algorithm than to comment
yes, dude.
on these videos. Like, I know that you're not watching this live, most of you guys.
Right.
Like, drop a comment in there. You can say like, it's funny that LG got pink eye.
Right.
But,
Ah.
dude.
you know,
farts and pillows. That's
Yeah.
hilarious. Like,
Yeah.
we're here for it. Do it.
yeah,
But no, and then you know what? Share this with the right people. You know your people. Like,
We're the
I know
wrong
we all
people.
have. We all have friends. Like, this show is not for them.
Yep.
But you
Share
know
it with
you
them
have,
too, just because it's funny.
Yeah, that is
Yeah.
like watch their that is. I lied. Share with
Yeah.
everybody, but you know the right people who you really should be sharing us with, and let
If
them
you're
join. Let's
working
have
at a
good fucking
factory,
time.
turn this up right now, because
Yeah.
fuck yeah, that's why.
yeah.
Go Walmart. Yeah.
Damn the man.
LG.
Damn.
I didn't get
Save
pink
the
eye.
empire.
That's what somebody who has pink eye
Yeah,
would say. I
It's
didn't-
exactly what somebody who has pink eye would say.
Come on.
You know
Sounds
what?
like some stuff
Do
they-
better.
Penis.
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 And that's how she got pink eye.
That's probably why.
Maybe.
It might have been Shanti's fart. We don't,
We don't know.
we don't know which pillow yet. We
It was
confirmation. will come.
probably a Jason Rose pillow.
Remind me in May. I'll take pictures of the pillow. Maybe send them off for testing.
I just may.
Ah.
There is lots happening in movies.
Fucking hit the button.
It's movie time. Movie time. It's movie time. Movie time.
Can I start it?
Yeah, do it.
I want to start it.
Yeah, put
Yes,
your
sir.
penis in
Because look, this I posted this, and I think it still stands true in this conversation, this place here. Fellas or ladies, I like that.
it. Ladies.
Ladies.
That's weird. I don't like that at all. That sounds very penisy and boobs.
Lady boys.
I don't like. No, don't say it like that at all. God, that's horrible. Oh, are you one of them lady boys?
Penis.
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 I'm sure if Lady Boy has a penis, and I don't want to be a part of that.
Lady boy.
So stop.
The root.
Let's get
The
get
root
back
is
on track.
fellatio.
Stop.
Lady boy.
Let's get back on track.
Movie
done.
time.
We're done. We're gonna get back on track here.
You're done.
Like I was saying, if you've got that special someone in your life who they haven't been into Star Wars, now is it 2027? We're gonna prep them. We're gonna get them ready.
Mm-hmm.
Ryan Gosling is joining the Star Wars universe.
Ryan Gosling is gonna be. Yeah.
Yeah.
If he's lucky.
If he's lucky. If we're lucky.
It'll be beautiful. If we're
It
lucky.
will.
It's beautiful.
Yes. But Star Wars Starfighter,
Yeah,
starring
dude.
Ryan Gosling, directed by Sean Levy of his most recent film, Deadpool and Wolverine. I am very, very excited about the potential of this. I'm
Starfighter.
excited too that they didn't shy away of getting a fucking celebrity, a fucking
Yeah,
star.
Yeah,
somebody
like,
big that's like, hey, you want to be in Star Wars? And they're
Right.
like, yeah.
yeah. I've been dreaming about that my whole life.
Right. Like
Yeah.
I really felt up until this point, in my opinion, Jude Law was probably the highest profile celebrity.
There's a big one.
Said Sam
like-
Jackson.
Yeah, I mean, would you say Sam Jackson was at the height of? I wouldn't say Jude Law was at the height of his career. Yeah, but they're very comparable. Those are probably the two that you've had. Yes, you've had great Sir Ian McKellen, like not Ian McKellen,
Alan Guinness.
You've had,
but
you've had.
nobody
those great-
knew who
but
Alan
nobody
Gillis
knew-
was
yeah,
here.
Nobody knew who Mark Hamill fucking was back in the day. Harrison Ford was a carpenter. Like all this shit. Like you bring an old boy on, like that. He just was in one of the biggest fucking blockbusters that we've had in a long fucking time.
Right.
Like people have been trying. Marvel's been trying to get a hold of him. Like, hey, we want you over here. Come play here. No, man, he went to Star Wars first, and I'm very excited about this. Dude.
Yeah.
And it's a whole. I'm picturing in my head like I got a Top Gun kind of vibe.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know what this is. They didn't really say much other than it takes place after the prequel or sequels.
Star Wars, the danger zone.
Right. It's like freshly after the sequels. So
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
dude, it's got the name like Starfighter. I'm in.
Yeah, dude.
Yep.
Because I'm all about these starships.
It's,
I'm
you know
a
what it
vehicle
is?
lover in beginning.
It's going to be an hour and a half of somebody going, woo! Now that's what I call pod racing.
No.
Oh no.
I'm out. I'll kill
It's
you.
got a little pig with pinwheels leaning out the side.
Whee!
No.
Oh, fuck.
But yeah, dude, lots of potential. I think Sean Levy can inject the right kind of humor. I'm excited for the action that he's going to be able to bring to this movie, just based on the action that was in Deadpool and Wolverine. Like, and then you could give me action with, starfighters and vehicles, and who knows, I don't know if TIE fighters exist, but there's going to be other battling. Mandalorian has shown us some really cool ships.
Where they're going in the future, because this is after the
Skeleton Crew, when they were at that space docking plate, wherever the fuck that was, dude, they had all types of dope ships there. So
the one that what's his face has in Andor.
Yeah, the Fondor.
Yeah,
the
dude.
Fondor.
That's
that's sexy buns. We haven't seen it this season yet.
I was hoping that we were going to see it in episode 3, but
give it time. Give it time. You wouldn't know, right?
No,
you wouldn't fucking know. Piece of shit. What?
Damn.
I can't hear you. I had to go to the bank, and you're being a dick. You're hurting my feelings.
Oh, you don't have
right
those.
in the feels.
Let's be honest.
All right, movie news.
That's what we're doing.
Yeah, more movie news.
More movie news. I'm sorry.
News.
Blew the water.
They're working on a new Gremlins movie.
Yes.
In Hollywood.
Yes.
That's officially been happening.
And is it by the guy who made the first?
Yes. It is Amblin Entertainment. It is what's his name? Columbus.
Christopher Columbus.
Yeah, it's going to be all the old style. And they announced at the same time a sequel of sorts to Goonies.
Yeah. Yep. Goonies too.
And and hopefully it'll have the OGs.
Right.
There
and
was
the new
no. I saw an interview that just happened like a week ago. That was what my notes on it was, that they were like, nobody's reached out to us, but if they did, we'd listen to what they say.
Yeah.
right.
They
So
were
it was
doing
like,
yeah. I seen that same interview. I know exactly what you're talking about.
That the only thing that's left after that is the new Back to the Future movie.
Listen, dude, I'll personally go to prison to stop it from happening
Why?
because it needs not be made. It's not beautiful. We all know that.
It is.
If you want another Back to the Future, go play the Tall Tale game. That was fun. Go do that. There's your Back to the Future 4. You fuckheads.
Fuckheads.
you know what? The
Speaking of
sad thing
4.
was, if it was made now, it would be going back to the 90s.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
And that's
Ow.
just depressing. That
Mhm.
is.
Yeah.
I'm not ready for that, dude.
Oh.
I remember when the 21 Jump Street, they did the scene where they showed him when they showed what's his name with the blonde hair, like back in the time when I was in high school. I struggled watching that, and I was barely in my fucking 20s.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not ready to see some fucking 1990s shit in my 40s.
No.
Like, I'm not
Yeah.
ready for those feels, dude.
The late 1900s.
Yeah.
19. I'm not
Hey.
ready
Go fuck yourself.
for that.
Yeah. Just wait until like somebody's like bringing up member berries about saving
Dude,
it.
I already struggle. I know I've mentioned it before. The fucking TikTok videos where it was some rich kid, obviously, who had the fucking camcorder going through high school when I went in high school,
Mhm.
and you see the fashion and the way the film graininess is in the music, and everybody acting weird.
Mhm.
Everybody puts a phone in your face with a camera now.
Yeah.
Back then,
somebody was
you
videoing
acted
you?
funny. When somebody,
Yeah.
like, you acted cool, you acted hard,
Dude,
you
there's-
didn't act normal.
There's some great TikToks.
And I can't handle
out
those
there
fucking TikToks, dude. I can't
that-
handle them.
where it shows like the mall in the 90s.
No.
or,
I can't-
You know, like
90s malls, bro.
and you're just
I
like,
cannot handle
oh.
that, dude. It really fucks with me.
That reminds me, me and Aaron went to this mall here, and there's almost no stores left in it.
Mhm.
It's like those bullshit like
Oh,
glow
it's awful,
golfs
bro.
and
It's
oh yeah.
awful.
yeah, there's no real mall there anymore.
Nope.
It's just the two major stores on
No,
either
one.
end.
There's only one.
Well, there's JCPenney and Walmart.
Oh, that the middle one's
Oh.
gone. The middle one's gone.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
right, my bad.
Yep, JCPenney and Walmart are the only thing that's keeping that building open.
Yeah, but Walmart's just connected to
Yeah.
it. There's no way you can leave the mall into Walmart. They're just
Right.
Well, you know what
built
you do with
together.
old malls? You don't let them go dilapidated and fall apart. You turn them into Gen X nurseries, like nursing homes.
yeah,
Like,
dude.
Yeah,
You
dude.
build them back up, and you let us, kids of the 70s and 80s and such, all through the 90s.
That's not a
place to
horrible
go.
idea, to be honest with you. Like, you could totally like gut those stores and turn them into like apartments,
Yeah.
and you could get, those stores, you could get like 2 apartments per store.
Because we're going
Depending
to
on
need an
some of
arcade.
them.
Yeah, dude.
Give
And
Give
you
us a
can make
food court and an arcade. Like,
yes.
we'll take
Dude, if
care
you
of
did that,
ourselves.
like, seriously, you put like a McDonald's and some shit like that.
Oh, yeah.
It would be all
Oh, no, yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Right.
Um
No, Jumpy's talking. We have bikes now, but old bones. Yeah, I saw. That's so great. He said that. I saw a fucking biker gang yesterday, dude.
yeah.
I saw like 9 kids in a row on the sidewalk on BMX freestyles.
Yes.
Oh,
Not one of them on a mountain bike, bro. And I
salute you
was
guys.
so hype on seeing that.
Mhm.
And a couple of them kept looking back like they were definitely doing shit they shouldn't have been doing.
fuck,
And that excited me to my core, dude.
that's fucking a new hope.
Yeah,
Yeah,
dude, I was like, oh, bro, dude. Every kid, every one of them, in my opinion, had a fresh BMX, dude. Like, and that 2 of them, there was 2 of them that
Mhm.
kept looking back. I'm like, you motherfuckers,
I saw
what
Ah.
are you doing, right?
I saw 3 kids
One of those
today.
kids has cigarettes. I know it.
Uh-huh. I saw 3 kids on bikes today, like doing that same kind of
Isn't
thing, and I
that
was like,
great?
yes,
That shit's coming back, dude.
yeah.
A lot of these younger, like I said earlier about my daughter, man, they're getting out there.
I was in the
You're getting
city
out
when
there.
I was up till 9 years old, and we rode bikes everywhere. And then I came
Yeah, dude.
here to rural PA,
Yeah, you
and
said
like
that before. Yeah.
there's not many people, but I was still like there was still a core bunch of us that still had bikes and would ride a couple miles, few miles, to
Yeah.
all meet up somewhere.
Uh-huh.
Now there's those, the kids that cheat with the electric bikes. And
Yeah.
it's nice to see the park filled up with like them playing basketball, 10 on 10 and
Mhm.
some crazy stuff. And, that's hopeful, but there's no biker gangs here. They'd be like, wait a minute, we have to pedal all this way.
Mhm. I got one more movie thing we got to hit, and then we can dive into Celebration.
Cool. I cheated with the skeleton crew or the starfighter.
Fair enough.
I got ahead of myself.
Fantastic Four trailer, like a full trailer. This looks so good.
I'm so hype on that shit, dude. Yeah, buddy.
I get it.
Yeah.
It made me come.
Yeah. Whoa.
I love that whole
that's-
nuclear 50s kind of.
Yeah, dude.
It looks yeah.
It's the
that
right place for
Fallout.
that story.
60s
Yeah, it is,
retro
dude.
Fucking Mr.
You know,
Incredible
Earth-
style.
1252 or some whatever that they're coming from another Earth that this could blast them into our universe.
Yeah.
And meet up and reboot.
When the Silver Surfer shows up and she starts moving around and she doesn't look like she's fucking CGI planted into the scene, I was like, yes.
Yeah, dude.
And Galactus is walking through town and it looks like he's walking.
The little flecks of light that he has in his body,
Mhm.
that I can't wait to see that on the big screen and just like be in awe because it looks cool and I only see it for a half a fucking second. I'm hype.
It's dope.
Hype.
It's dope. So hype. I can't say enough good things about it, and we don't have time. So
yeah.
Right. Filled the cup. Needed
Don't
a
touch
new
me.
cup. Filled that cup too.
Don't touch me. Don't touch me.
Don't touch me.
Don't touch me. Oh, before we get into Celebration, I got two things. Rocking some Crocs again.
No.
I just got the Air Force Crocs even.
They're Air Force
Air
Ones.
Force
Crocs.
No, they're just Air Force Crocs. Not Air Force One.
Air Force
Just
Crocs.
Air
Air
Force
Force
Crocs.
Ones.
Love Crocs. But I got to bring up, my kid brought up a little envelope to me the other day and it had some stickers. My wife randomly found these stickers going through some of her craft stuff. And I don't know how they ended up with her shit, but she gave me these stickers. And in this envelope was this sticker that our friend who passed, Brian King, I bought the sticker from him. Years ago, dude. Years ago. That right there, he used to have on his Jeep. He had it on both sides he had a Jeep Wrangler, and underneath where it said Jeep, was it underneath or above? I can't specifically remember, but he had the mythosaur, and he was the mutual friend that me and Don always had, but I put it on the table because he's always meant so much to us on this journey of this podcast. He's always held a special place, and I was so high. I really forgot I completely even had that. I had bought a couple of them from him, and the fact that I still had it and I get to put it up here in the studio on our old studio table that, hopefully he's going to hang around the entire time that we're doing this show.
Right.
It's just really cool because he was a great dude, and I really sincerely know that he would love what we're doing, and I know he'd have a lot to say with a lot of shit that's come out. And I always feel he's always been present with the shit we done. I know we used to, when we first started the show, we had our background, and I had my wife had done the vinyl for the EscapePod logo, and we had hidden in there, we had a little BK. I think for the first 3 logos that we had behind us, there was always a hidden BK logo or just initials in our logo that I don't think we told anybody. It was always just there.
Yeah. It was more for us.
It was more for us that we always had. So it's just kind of cool to have that sticker and just, I don't know, man, just a small little toast, a little salute to Brian.
There's stuff back here that belongs. Thank you.
Yeah.
To Brian, it very much he's a part of everything that we've done.
Yeah. So it was real cool. And it just, it brought me back for a little bit. Like I immediately texted him. I shared a picture of it, and I was just, I don't know. It was heavy on the heart, and I wanted to share it with all of you because he's a huge reason why this whole fucking thing exists, in my humble opinion.
So,
Let's
Star
get it,
Wars
dude.
Celebration.
Fuck yeah.
Celebration.
Japan. Star
Killing it over
Wars
there.
Celebration.
You know, here's the
Killing
honest
it,
to fuck thing though. Every time they were showing the people on the stages and shit, and they would zoom out and they're showing the stage, I'm like, no, I think that's Chicago. I really think they're lying to us. Like, is this a sound stage? Is this some fake moon landing shit? I don't think they're in Japan, man.
It's very much like they just took all the same shit that they had in Chicago and set it up.
They
there.
added like a few different things. Like
Mhm.
they had the Mandalorian.
I thought it was an old
tool
video
guy.
at first, and I was like, no.
Yeah.
this is
Am I
new
looking at the right one?
interviews.
Oh, thankfully it's got purple lights to let me know that this is Japan and not Chicago.
Yeah.
Chicago, I think was red.
Red.
Yeah. So, but it's still, I still like the stage. I thought it was. Did you notice when they were bringing guests out? And maybe somebody else can explain this, but they had a Japanese gentleman right by the door that opened, and like a couple people I saw one people like gave him a gift.
Yeah.
And it was just, I thought that was different because he wasn't, it was more of a cultural thing. It definitely wasn't a Star Wars thing. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So,
Yeah, definitely.
it was cool. It was different. I loved seeing all the guests. All the guests. It was great. They interviewed Hayden, Manny Jacinto, from Acolyte, Alan Tudyk, and Diego Luna from Andor.
That was
Rogue
fun.
One.
That was
Yeah.
some fun.
They had
interview
some
in
good
there.
banter. Fucking Alan Tudyk just don't give a fuck. Like,
No.
I love
No.
that guy.
He's
dude's great.
unapologetically him.
Yeah, he's the best all the time. That's the best, dude.
And I never
love
caught
it.
that whole Diego Luna laughing when K2SO slaps him.
Now
And he
you
was
can't
like,
not
and there'll
see
be
it,
a
though.
fresh one. And then they show the zoomed in, and he's just straight laughing. And Diego Luna's like, you made me do unprofessional actor stuff.
Right.
Yeah.
It's the best, dude.
It was fun.
I forgot something, so I need to rewind just a hair.
Okay.
Me and Brady's buddy from work, Cam, gave us some goodies from his basement.
Yeah, dude.
He gave us this sweet beer, what do you call it, growler?
Oh, cool.
From Movies pop up at Water Brewing in Detroit.
Hell yeah.
It's fucking sweet. And he gave us this fucking sweet R2D2 like
cold brew
French press
Oh,
fucking
yeah.
coffee maker.
I
Sweet.
love it, dude.
It's dope as shit.
Hell yeah.
He had told me about the French press forever ago. And when Don was showing, he's like, check this shit out. I'm like, holy fuck, man. Like somehow that must have got lost somewhere.
Mhm.
But I was like, yeah,
Right.
it's dope as shit, dude.
I'm
And
gonna
that
work them
movie's
in.
Growler, that movie's Growler's dope.
Yeah,
That movie's dope.
I'm gonna work them in back. I'm gonna put one over on Brady's side and one over here.
Fuck.
Fucking dope.
Yeah,
Thanks,
I'm
Cameron.
gonna rearrange shit here too. Yeah, thanks, Cam, dude. Appreciate it, bro. I'm gonna rearrange. I want to get a different look here. I got show shit here and there and everywhere. So
All right, back to Japan.
Back to the Future,
Yes.
Japan.
In Japan.
I'll watch that movie.
Yeah.
Back to the Future.
Back
Japan.
to Japan.
Back to Japan. The future.
Uh-huh.
Whoa.
Japan to the back. Future.
I wonder what the future in Japan would be like.
Right now, it's very dyslexic. I'm very confused. I don't know what the fuck's happening.
You know, that's interesting. I don't think I've seen very many Japanese future movies. Like it doesn't seem to be a thing that they're super fucking worked up about. They're very interested in past.
Well, I don't
and
know. They're
analyzing.
heavy into Gundams, and
Yeah.
That's true.
you know
They do
there's full
dystopian
full size
cartoons.
ones now out there that they've got.
Yeah. I guess I take that back. They do like dystopian cartoons and shit.
They
just
they
don't-
like fighting their kaiju with
Akira.
swords.
Crazy kaijus, bro.
Yeah, dude.
They do be loving some kaijus.
It's a good
The
time.
best kaijus.
I just love them
Gojira.
destroying shit.
Mhm.
Like as a kid, I didn't know they were called kaijus. I just knew they were dudes in fucking rubber suits
Yeah,
destroying miniatures. And I was like,
Mm.
how do I get that job?
right.
And now
Yeah.
I'm 6'5". Put me in one of them costumes and
Right.
let me destroy your tiny town.
The
Me do this.
Ultraman cartoon or show was the coolest fucking
was
rubber
sure, that
monster
was fun.
show
Oh
That
yeah,
was
dude.
fun.
of yeah.
He kicked
Ultraman
all of
was
their
dope.
asses. Yeah.
What was it
Ultraman
called?
was
Fuck. What was the name of that show in Japan? It wasn't called Ultraman.
I'll tell you in a second.
He's gonna look it up. The guy.
Was it Sapruta Man or something?
Ultra Series? Olson is Ultraman.
Spider-Man.
By Suburaya Productions.
I don't know.
Ultra Q was
Sad
what
face.
started from.
Yeah. I don't know what you're talking about, bud. I'm sorry. I love you though. I love you. I just don't know.
It's all good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All good.
We hate a place.
It'll
happen, dude.
I love them kind of shits.
Yeah, dude.
What else came out? We got some new shows.
Oh, they got the
teased.
Mall Shadow Warrior fucking.
Oh yeah.
Shadow Lord.
Shadow Lord. Sorry.
Yes. Yeah.
What up, Dub?
Sam, we're back.
Yeah, I'm excited about that. He's so knowledgeable too, bro, and he's like a genuine fan.
He's a fan.
And he's a good fan too. Like he's in it. You know, he hears all the stuff, just like Dave Filoni does.
Yeah.
But then
Right.
they're so smart and knowledgeable about the content. They're gonna be like, look, let's talk about that. Blah 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 blah. And you're like, oh. Yeah, I still don't like it, but that makes sense. Okay, okay. Yeah.
Did they announce when we were getting Ahsoka season 2?
No, I don't
I don't think they
specifically remember the
dropped the
date. But
Did you just see Rory as Balin?
Yeah,
The
dude.
sneak peek of Rory dressed up as Balin Scroll and
Like Rory from like Doctor Who?
like Hot Fuzz. No, Rory McCann.
Oh,
Rory
Uh,
McCann.
yeah.
The Hound.
Yeah, they did a
yeah.
a lot of
dressed. It looks like
and a lot of
and
people are saying that they think that's just the screen test. They don't even
yeah,
think that's
that's
going to
not
be
final
fully what
product,
he looks
but
like.
just that one little clip
looks good.
Yeah.
Looks solid.
And listening to Filoni like get really emotional about how he felt that Ray and his family thought this was the right direction to go into and would have been behind it.
And my
kinda
understanding is Ray Stevens and Rory were friends.
Yeah, I remember hearing about
Yeah.
that.
They were actual, buddies and shit like that. So I think that I like this, like, and like the families signed off on it, like everybody, which they should, like, and I don't mean to sound crass, crude, or rude, but like Dave Filoni, Star Wars, Disney, Lucas, like they created the character. Your actors just getting to embody them, like they're putting their presence. So like I can understand you like, oh, it's gonna be tough to see somebody playing that character that my family member or whatever. Like I respectfully get that, but like the story's gotta go on, the story's gotta continue. I'm sorry.
It'd be totally different if he had invented the character, took it to Disney, and Disney built a story around it. That'd be different.
Right.
Yeah.
And it looked like where we were
Or if
heading
they
with
did,
Ahsoka,
it would
that
be
was
completely
gonna be
different if you
central.
were watching the Seinfeld show and Jerry Seinfeld was no longer playing Seinfeld.
Right.
It was another actor playing the Seinfeld character. You'd be like,
wait a minute.
We can't do this now.
It's like
That's too
Roseanne
hard.
Barr not being Roseanne.
It's just too, it's too hard.
Yeah.
It's too difficult. Yeah, I agree, Tina. Like I said, I'm not into a lot of the things with the whole Game of Thrones and shit. I'm not a big into that. But from the people who are, they're like, oh, he's going to do a great job. So that I'm sold then. If the people who will hold reverence for these shows and these characters and they're coming into my world, great. That's all I can hope for.
And what's bigger on Ahsoka than just that recasting was fucking live action Jeb.
Yeah.
Zeb is going to be back, and we're going to show up. Zeb is going to be back.
I knew what you meant.
On the screen in live action. We've been asking for it. We'll get the whole band back together.
Yeah, dude.
And Filoni said a lot about the Mandalorian and Grogu movie and Ahsoka.
Yeah.
He said so much, and they're like, what the fuck? And I think
it's the future,
he's
man.
saying so much because one, he wants to get people excited, and two, he's like, and you don't even know who I'm gonna bring in and drop in here and there. You're gonna see these guys for a little bit. Like, that's fucking fire.
Like fucking Sigourney Weaver, bro.
Dude, and did you see the screenshot?
I saw the
dope,
actual
dude.
video of her.
They do the scene. I forgot
they do a scene with her.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, I bought into this immediately.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. I'm excited. Bro. That's the role I expected Christopher Lloyd to have. That type of role, not the bullshit role. Like, I still love The Mandalorian season 3. Yeah. I am a very big fan of it, but I felt like, no, they didn't deliver with the Christopher Lloyd thing. This is how they should have given him a more prestigious role. Like, the split second I got to see what they're giving Sigourney Weaver.
He was a crazy separatist. It wasn't for those meddling kids.
Right. I wanted more out of that.
I wanted better. Yeah, I
wanted more out of Jack Black.
Somebody
and Lizzo.
No, I was fine with Jack Black and Lizzo. I think
they fit. They could fit into a Star Wars universe, but alongside Christopher Lloyd and that character it was odd.
It's just I wanted Christopher Lloyd's character, and then I heard rumor that he was going to be some sort of Mandalorian elder, and I think maybe that built in my head, and then I was like, "Fuck,
yeah,
what the fuck is this?
What is happening?"
Right, but I still love it, and you can shit on me all you want, I don't care, but
they made him Doc Brown post breakdown.
Yes, but oh, fuck the pins. So,
what are you doing?
He's dropping shit.
Don't worry about me.
Small PP energy.
It happens. Yes. Yeah. So, Dave Filoni was on fire. I feel like he's getting more comfortable.
Yeah.
He's the man. Like he's the man that we've been saying in the beginning, and I think another good thing about Celebration was Kathleen Kennedy held off.
Yeah.
And I think
he's definitely stepping back.
No matter how you feel about her, we don't have to get into that.
We're not, right.
But knowing that you are the target for anything and all things Star Wars,
your presence
take a step back and let the people that are truly putting out their written stuff, their creations, and letting them take the limelight. That was the best decision.
Yeah. And I want to double down since Kathleen Kennedy came up. I want to double down. She is just as responsible for everything great that's happened in the last fucking 10 years of Star Wars as everything that's shitty. Like, fucking temper your expectations. Eat a book. Fucking go drink a fucking bucket of toilet water. I don't give a shit. Calm your tits. She gets the good and the bad. You can't just fucking be like, if it was good, it must have been Filoni. Like, fuck off.
But that's a good thing. Take her back there. She's in the background because
that's where she belonged in the first place.
Exactly.
Right.
You're an executive producer. Like, go stand over there.
Cool. You give direction and money.
Yeah.
Conversation.
You got your name in front of everyone else.
Tight little conversation in the chat with Dragon Buddy and Jumpy McClunky. They were talking about the Godzilla -1. I still have yet to see it, and I heard there's two ways you can watch this. There's a black and white version, and then there's a color version.
Oh, black and white.
And I heard the black and white version is fucking gangster.
It's phenomenal. They're both phenomenal. -1 was so good because it's all about it's a Godzilla movie, but the feelings and emotions in it for like the -1 is because Japan got bombed during the war, and then Godzilla showed up. So like they were starting -1 against the world. Right. So that people part of it was really good.
Did I tell you that I watched Jurassic Park in black and white once?
What?
And it was dope.
That's weird.
It was it honestly, it like makes it scarier.
I can see that though. I can see that.
It got a black and white treatment, and I saw it at the Michigan Theater.
I love it.
It was really fucking cool.
I'd be down for that though.
But it was so like out of left field, but it is fucking scarier because it's so much darker.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And like when the T-Rex shows up, and he's basically in grayscale, but his teeth are fucking white and dripping.
Oh, you're like water coming.
Yeah, you know how like in the first Alien movie,
yeah, that like
they're like shiny and there's like that shit drip. It gives it that.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, this is ways because it takes away the crispness of the thing that exposes the special effect.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
It fucking did it. It did
That's
it.
sweet.
And I think
Cool.
that kind of vibe carries out in other works, and
Yeah.
it's fucking cool. Like black and white.
Not for everything though.
No,
But
black and white Godzilla though. That's the way it's supposed
Yeah,
to
dude.
be.
But I seen the conversation happen in the chat, so like, yeah, I need to check that out. It's one I definitely have on the list, and it's definitely one I don't want to watch on my phone on like the plane.
Oh right.
I want to watch
No,
on,
you're
regular
right.
TV,
I missed out in the theater.
I feel bad that I missed
so,
out because I
yeah.
heard so many good things.
Watch
But
it on, I'm gonna
in
watch
all
it
the
on big
realness,
TV.
I never really was a Godzilla King Kong person.
Yeah.
I truly enjoyed the Jack Black King Kong with
Mhm.
Adrian Brody, Jack Black.
fun.
Like, I really like that. A lot of people give me shit for that, but that's the most
I enjoyed
I've
that
ever
one.
gave a fuck about.
I'm
King
one
Kong.
of the weirdos that likes the Matthew Broderick Godzilla movie.
I didn't mind that at all either, Dill.
There's a lot of people that fucking shit all over
Well,
that.
it's
And I'm like,
just
no,
because-
I like it.
When it comes to Godzilla, it was like, oh, he's not an
Yeah.
iguana.
Yeah, right.
But-
Right.
I thought it was entertaining as well.
Mhm.
It has its place. Down
No,
there.
he's a Komodo dragon, wasn't he?
He's not Godzilla.
No, I mean,
I-
wasn't Godzilla a Komodo dragon?
No.
Are you sure?
I don't see. I can't say shit. I don't
He-
fucking know nothing.
There's always been like this whole like iguana kind of references for like how the iguanas in like say the Galapagos can swim, and
Mhm.
then it's always been directed back to something happening with the radiation,
Mm-hmm.
whether he's a protector or what he came from. I don't think they really kind of spell out truly in the old style lore anyway.
Oh, fucking Kelly brings up a good point. Season 2 of Peacemaker is coming out. That
Yeah.
first season is fucking amazing. It's so fucking funny. Did you ever watch that? John Cena, Peacemaker, the one where he's got the eagle.
Oh, I watched the first 2 episodes, I think.
Yeah, and you were like, it's
No,
too silly.
It's just one of those things, man. If it wasn't already a part of something I really like,
Mhm.
like I don't make as much unless it really.
Yeah, because you don't have
grabs
time
me.
for it.
Yeah, so
That's my big problem is like even with like Andor today, like I want to watch so much stuff and I just don't have
So
time.
much.
I will fucking not watch shit I want to watch so that I can sit there and watch like cruise videos with Aaron on the couch because I would rather spend my time engaged that way.
right.
But there's just shit I'm giving up left and right where I'm just like, I
There's
don't
a
have
lot
time
out
for
there,
that. And I'm at a point in my life where I'm just prioritizing what's important way more than I used to.
I hate the fact that I have to prioritize so much because I have to spend so much fucking time at work.
Yeah.
That's what I fucking hate.
Truly.
I mean, seriously, dude. Like,
Truly.
and then you feel a way about being selfish with your fucking time because you don't have much of it anymore because you give all of it to this.
This is
'Cause you
at
spend
the
it all at
very
a job.
least a third of your life, and then there's another third sleeping. So
Mhm.
you get like a third of your life to do cool shit.
Right. And somewhere in there, you
including
got to
paying
fit in
bills and
housework.
feeding yourself and housework and all that other shit. So yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It's
And there's a lot out there right now, brand new. Like, come watch, and I watch, and I'm like, oh, I want to watch all of this, but I cannot because I have to go to work in the morning. And
Yep. I've only seen the first 2 episodes of Daredevil Born Again.
Yeah, me too, dude. I keep wanting to see that.
I'm
dude.
5 in. It's
I see it. I see you over there when I turn on my app. I'm like, I see you, motherfucker.
Right.
And
like,
I
you
just
sure you want to start something new? Because
I don't have time. I don't
Right.
have to. I'm still trying to catch up on finishing The Office.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Like I'm so focused on the things that already bring me joy
Mm-hmm.
that a lot of people trying to tell me, hey, you should go watch this and listen to this and that. It's like, all right, man, I'll see what I can do about that
Mhm.
because I'm already busy at work. I play hockey. I take my kids to skating. I do this.
Yes.
I do that. And then I already like to play this video game and that video game.
Mhm.
And fuck, now there's another one that I like to play. And I want to watch this show and that show, but I know I already like these two shows and I got to make time for those. So were you telling me it's just like, I want to, and I've also tried to relieve myself of that pressure.
Yeah.
Like I'm
just
not
letting
gonna,
it go.
I'm not going to hold on to the pressure of like,
Right. I'll get to it when I get to it.
I'll get to it when I get now with the show. And I'm not calling you out in this situation. I just mean like Star Wars is the thing for me. So I'm going to put more of an effort to watch Star Wars 1000% over Daredevil.
Right.
Yeah.
It's just, that's my thing.
I'm just
So
like,
I'm still
I'm
going to be when I wake up, if I have the time, I might watch an episode of it before I go to work.
right.
You know, that's the way I did it before. I've never done that with a Daredevil
Mhm.
or this or that show. You know,
I just find myself so often I would rather spend my time sitting downstairs talking to my fiance than
right?
sitting there watching whatever entertainment. Like
Oh, yeah.
I get it.
I spent a huge swath of my life like giving up chunks of time for shit that wasn't worth it. And I'm at the point in my life, I think I just know what's fucking worth my time. And,
Right. You know what? Yeah.
It's good.
and
That's
I,
what you have to do for you. You have to stop living for everybody else.
right.
bro.
Like,
Like you have to live for your fucking self. If you like, you're not doing it right. If you're, you know, like now taking care of your family and kids, that's different. That's
Right.
But like if you're trying to live to impress coworkers, to go to a baseball game or
yeah.
to go to the fucking casino or whatever, that's like, no,
Yeah, I don't
I'm
have
good.
time for
I
that.
don't need it.
I don't have time for that kind of stuff no more.
We're-
It's
We're good.
I'm down to like I'm taking care of like me, her, my parents, her parents. Like that's now my world. The kids are like, you know, I deal with the kids as needed, and then
Right.
you know, I'm like I might watch some TV just for the kicks of it, but most of the time, if I have a fair, you know, square like minute, I'm like I'm gonna play Baldur's Gate.
There you go.
You know what I
Okay.
mean? Like
You should. You should. Everybody should be playing Baldur's Gate.
everybody should be playing Baldur's Gate.
It's true.
Yes.
Let's talk about Andor.
Let's fucking do it. Is there anything else you got, Chris, on Celebration? I know we're missing a lot of shit, and people are probably like, "What the?
There
You didn't talk about this and that." And
so much being announced on Celebration, a lot of little stuff, a lot of great interviews. I suggest going back and pouring over the itemized.
oh
list,
yeah, if you, yeah, you're in a
'cause
position.
we
where
missed
you
a
can-
bunch. Those are
Yeah.
some good ones we pulled.
Oh
out.
yeah,
We're,
yeah.
and to be, we're just being real too. Like these are the main things that we're going to be discussing on the show.
Mhm.
Like
Yeah, and plus they announced shit into like 2027.
right,
Yeah.
and there's so many shit that's been announced before we've still never
Mhm.
seen. So like
Right.
we know Mauled show's coming. They showed footage of
Yeah,
it. We know Andor's
Ahsoka,
coming. Obviously
yeah,
started.
Ahsoka,
We know
yeah.
Ahsoka's coming. We know Mandalorian and Grogu. We know these things are happening. Like they're
Mhm.
working on them. So that's what we're gonna be talking about.
I kind of felt like a lot of Celebration this year was just like, yeah, that's still coming.
Oh, they got what was the other animation one? There's another animation, Underworld.
Oh,
Underworld.
fuck
Underworld.
we
Oh
forgot
yeah,
about
yeah.
that.
Tales
That
of the
one's coming
Underworld.
out. Tales
I'm
of the
hype
Underworld.
about that.
looks
That
awesome.
looks really
Yeah.
good.
I was really happy with Tales of the Empire. So like Tales of the
Yeah.
Underworld, very cool.
It-
yeah.
It
Keep doing
basically
these.
looks like a show about Cad Bane and the Saz Ventress.
See,
Right.
like keep doing these things.
With
Like,
the
you don't
yellow
have to do live
sabers.
action shit all the time. But
Yeah.
if you keep giving me some animated shit
Uh-huh.
sparse between all your live action, give me that, dude.
Yep. And I you know, I don't speak for everybody in the Star Wars fucking universe, but like I don't have time to read a book. But I might be able to sit on the crapper and watch a couple episodes of your cartoon. Like,
Oh yeah.
you know what I mean? I
Vic-
just
Vision season 3. That was another one thinking about.
oh,
Yeah.
Visions was a
Yeah.
great series. I'm excited for more of that.
I can't lie to you. I enjoy them, but I still struggle with them because they don't mean shit to the
Yeah, yeah.
overall
Right.
story.
Yeah.
They're just short
Not
stories.
good.
They're short.
It's
and they're
Love,
cool.
Death, and
I love-
Robots, but
yeah.
Star Wars,
Exactly. One perfect.
which
Yeah.
is a fantastic show. If you haven't watched Love, Death, and Robots, get on Netflix and
God.
check that shit out.
That's hilarious.
Oh, so good. Especially like, have you seen the one with the 3 different robots that are all friends?
Yeah,
And everybody else is dead. Yes,
Right.
and there's
That's
cats.
the best
And the
episode
cat,
out of
yeah.
all of the episodes.
There's one of
That is
those
a
in
good
every
one.
season.
I didn't realize that.
Oh yeah, dude.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, good shits.
I didn't realize that.
All right.
I didn't know there was multiple seasons.
Yeah, 3 seasons.
What the fuck, bro?
Yeah. Andor,
Yeah, dude.
season 2. Fucking, is this not beautiful? They spared no expense.
Yeah, dude. They John Hammond the fucking
Yes.
bro. This
Right away,
is so
we're-
good.
Oh, I mean,
And I tell you what, it was intense.
Right.
Like I know
TPs, wigwam.
Andor's gonna survive. Like Cassian's gonna make it.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck if it still isn't like he's gonna get
Oh.
caught, dude.
Well,
Like they're
mom,
about to retcon Rogue One. Like they're gonna tell me this movie never happened. They're gonna kill
yeah,
the fucker.
we
dude.
know Mon Mothma makes it out.
But still, dude, like I have so much anxiety in so many different scenes watching
Mhm.
this show. And it was
yeah, this especially when you get to episode 3.
yeah, you fucking
Whoa,
yeah,
that's
yeah.
in fact it's understandable that it would turn some people off.
Yeah. At
Because
the
it
end of
dark
episode 2, I'm like, oh, I told Brady, I says, I can see how the next episode of this is
Mhm.
going to have layers of intensity.
Oh
Like,
yeah.
it's just,
Well, let's start this thing off with it's a tie. It's not an interceptor.
Yeah,
it's a
what the f-
throwback to the 1994 game. It's a tie Avenger.
right.
That's what it looks like.
And the controls are wonky.
They are cool. as fuck.
Yeah, that was awesome, dude. I don't
Like,
care. People criticize this. I love the fact that he was like, "Yeah, let's get some," and ran into the wall.
yeah.
No,
'Cause everybody thinks this guy knows how to drive everything, and he can't drive everything.
right.
So
Right.
And I love how the controls are so fucking different.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It-
this was.
It
straight
looks
up.
like he's got a pitch and yaw stick on his left, which doesn't make much sense.
right.
And the
It looks
throttle is on the right, but also the throttle has its own pitch and yaw.
He's not
has
used to
selectors
the
in
inverted
it.
y-axis
Mhm.
like I roll, and he was like, why is this inverted? He had to go into the options and be like, no, turn
That's
it
what he did.
off.
He went into
Right.
settings,
Don't. And
games
why
like-
is the x-axis inverted? You fucking psychos!
It reminds
Okay,
me so
please,
much of the first time I played Star Wars Starfighter on PlayStation 2.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Like,
yeah.
you had to change every
Oh, every-
fucking
yeah.
setting because I don't know who they set that up for, but the
Nice
level of dyslexia that you would have had to fly that ship, I don't know.
Yeah, he took that one trooper and vaporized that poor motherfucker out into space.
Dude, that was
That
badass.
was one of the funniest scenes
Oh no!
because it just he fires the button and you don't really hear an explosion. And then you look the guy's gun and there's a hole right behind him.
Uh-huh.
And
It's
then-
smoking.
We're all sitting there like, holy fuck. And he's like, aha, I've got an idea.
Yeah.
And he blows the
Clunk,
fucking wall to
clunk,
pieces.
clunk, clunk, clunk,
Oh,
a
that
few
was
more
great.
strokes.
And it, honestly, like from what we know about all the other TIE fighters, the weapon system in this has to be intense
Oh, it's
because TIE
Oh,
fighters
1000%
are just like
intense.
glinkers. They're just
Yeah,
like
they have just the two lasers
This
in the
is-
front.
Yeah.
this
You
has got-
see the arsenal on the insides of the wings. with
Yeah.
It's got the
Oh, and then the
missiles. It's got the
mini
torpedoes.
guns.
It's got the mini guns. Like this thing's got all the bell.
Another
And
thing,
I love the
ahead.
fact that there's no chair, and he's like, "What the fuck?" And so
Right.
you sit down, and then it's like, "Oh,
it's very Flight of the Navigator.
that's what I was
Yeah,
thinking.
dude,
I was like,
going that way too. In Fuck
this
yeah.
is dope. Acknowledge.
And then I also loved how like they captured the interior, how the interiors of the TIE fighters were in the cartoons. Because you remember that there's in Rebels where they're stealing the interceptors or whatever the defender, whatever Thrawn.
The
were. I can't
Defender.
remember
Yeah, the
whatever
It was the
TIE-
Defender.
Yeah.
and
Yep.
they fit like 2 people in them.
Yeah.
That, like not sitting in seats, but like one's in the seat and the other one's kind of like hanging out around.
Yeah. It's almost like they had a navigator.
Yeah, and I like how the size of this was like, no, like you can get out of your seat if you were taking this because it can clearly
Yeah.
travel through hyperspace.
Yep.
And
It looks like you could probably put about 12 people in it. Fucking
I don't think you can put that
I
many.
do.
If they were all
Well,
standing
'cause
up in a
here's the thing,
circle,
here's the thing. there's going to be a scale represented in the third episode that you'll understand
okay.
better.
But see,
It'll show that better.
The other
But-
thing is that the TIE fighters did not have like its own atmosphere control inside. That's why TIE fighters
Yeah.
pilots always had the hoses and everything. It's because those TIE fighters are pumped out.
Yep.
Just you're meant to just you're wearing a spacesuit because you're in space in this.
They
tiny
were
little
like
metal frame.
kamikazes,
Right.
They
Yeah,
were
they
supposed
were
to be kamikazes.
They were meant to be mass produced. So this one having a ergonomic chair and Flight of the Navigator compliance.
Yeah, you're planning. You're
compliance.
supposed to be in this thing for a long period of time.
Yeah, dude. Maybe not upside down for 2 days.
The TIE
but,
Advanced
you don't
was
want
made
that.
like that too, where they had an actual like the TIE Advance was made in a way that you were intended to like travel through hyperspace in it.
right.
But you're TIE fighters are like you're
Fighters
you're
can't make
only
a jump.
fucking 10 minutes away from the mothership.
Right, because they can't jump into hyperspace and shit.
Right.
Yeah, they were very much like attached to their carrier.
Yeah, they were nothing sweet like this bitch is.
It was
This thing
fun.
is sexy.
Mhm.
I love the interior of it. I really, it reminds me. It's an odd looking shape when it comes to the front of it. Looks exact. The back and front look exactly. Like,
Yeah. But
Yeah,
even the way they
yeah.
did the thrusters were kind of like square.
Yeah, that shit
Yeah.
was
And that was
cool.
cool.
And then
Yeah.
they've got the missiles kind of loaded up into the wings themselves,
Yeah.
as
That
well
was
as the
dope.
drop cannons. And it was just,
Yeah,
it's a lot
it's another
going on.
like
At first, I'm like, oh, an interceptor. And then it turned profile. I'm like, that's not an
Nah,
interceptor.
yeah.
Whoa.
What's
It was
that?
sick.
I wonder if that's like the predecessor to the Interceptor, like
It
because this
should've
is
come out at because it's got to lead up to the X1 prototype. Vader's
like it
ship.
looks like it's
Yeah.
leading towards what Kylo Ren has in
Mhm.
the First Order.
Close.
Kinda.
Like
Yeah, a
except
little
the back of it is not identical
Very
to the front
close.
of it.
Yeah, they went flat on the back.
Yeah,
instead of
so-
that
which
swooping stuff.
Kylo Ren's ship is one of my favorite TIE fighter
Yeah.
ships, bar none.
Badass.
I love this as a concept too, like where they're like, oh, we're just gonna make all these different variations.
Yeah.
Mhm. No,
this
so I
concept.
think you should though, because that's what they do with the Ford Mustang. That's what they do with the Chevy Camaro.
Mhm.
Like, you know what I mean? They just iterations
And they were
change over
looking.
the
They were just looking for a way to crush any
Yeah.
bit of the rebellion by
But
the technology, by any means possible.
yeah, me and Brady see that in our line of work too. Like take like the F-35. There's like 4 different variations of that, and it does all kinds of different shit.
Right.
You know what I mean? And so from the layman perspective, they're like, hey, we're gonna make this fighter jet, and me and Brady get to see, oh no, they don't all do the same thing.
right.
And I mean, your past experience, of course, is even more in depth
Right,
to that.
yeah.
But like,
there's a C, a D, there's
Yeah.
there's different models within everybody. Like
Different fittings.
oh, there-
different.
that's a
setup.
C-130, but it's like
which one?
yeah, but which
Yeah.
one?
Yeah.
There's many different C-130s
so
with
many
many
different
different applications, like
Yep.
and even like an F-16, like I said, there's CDE models, like there's
Yeah.
different types of models within, just like you can get a Ford Mustang, you can get a Ford Mustang with a V6, a
GT.
V8, you can
Yeah.
get it with the fucking supercharger on the V8, you can get it with the
Mhm.
twin turbo on a V6, like
Yep.
there's different shit
You
happening
can
here
get
with
the
these.
Cobra, you can get the
all
fucking
the things, dude, all the stuff. You
Yep.
want it, we got it. That's
Yep.
what they got with the ties, bro.
get the Roush.
We're trying to
Yeah.
exactly. That's what I think is that's what they're trying to make
This
some
is-
Roush TIE fighters.
This is
bro.
the Roush edition
This
of
is
the
the
TIE
Roush
fighter.
edition TIE
This
fighter.
fucking thing looked fast.
right. Shelby's in the
Yeah.
back, dude. He's
Yeah.
making
Shelby's
some
in the
stuff.
back,
yeah,
Shelby and Roush, they're like, we got ideas.
You leave Shelby alone. She's a slut.
Yeah.
Dirty whore.
Yeah.
But yeah, dude, I can say with all the new Disney stuff, man, I definitely dug a lot of the ships they've brought to life.
Yeah, dude.
Good stuff. Good
Yeah.
stuff.
What do you think that in episode 2, the giant ship that drops in on the planet that they said was Imperial?
Yeah.
What do you think that fucking
We've
thing
seen
is?
that.
Have we?
Yes, it's
I couldn't place it.
you've seen it in other stuff.
It almost looked like some of the Pneumoidian shaped ships.
It's in I want to say you've seen it in Rebels quite often.
Yeah,
It's just they're
like a planetary drop, generic planetary
yeah, they
drop
dro-
ship.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Something big.
It was big.
yeah, big as fuck. big as fuck. So I don't know, but they're killing it. I'm very excited to see. I know you didn't do 3, but like it's supposed to be 3 episode drops.
Yeah.
So and each 3 episodes is a year. So we're 4 years out. We're getting 4 3 episode arcs things. So like I can't wait for the lead up to how this all happens. I finished this 3, like, so we're gonna go into a whole nother story.
Yeah.
And it's gonna be a time jump, and that's cool.
Yeah.
I'm actually definitely okay with that, especially when you give me the option to watch all 3 of them right away. You're not saying here's a time jump, but you gotta wait a week for the next one.
But they, you know what they didn't do that I wanted them to do so bad? Get rid of all the bullshit that you can't skip and you can't fucking speed past, and you click
you brought this up before last time. You need to look at your shit
between the episodes. Like you click the button to like skip the episode and it says you can't do that.
Really?
Yeah.
That's yours. That's a you problem.
The only way
Mine does that. Mine's fine, bro.
The only way you can skip the credits is if you
if you
use the fast forward button and go to the end of the credits.
Nope.
Really?
Not for me.
Yeah, mine goes right through.
Well, then on mine I can't, and I don't fucking understand why.
I don't need it.
Hey, how about
it's infuriating.
Love and High Times in monochrome with our boy Cyril and our girl Daedra.
Yeah.
Like yo.
I can't wait for you to watch episode 3, bitch.
Because that was the whole big arc. But
holy fuck buns.
Like, whoa,
dude! Just the fact that they show when she shows up, like he comes home to her, like at the home, and I'm like, whoa, they live together.
Yeah.
Oh, there was a lot that's happened in this since we last been here.
Yeah, and she's kind of like hanging back. Like Krennic comes to her, which was cool. Like,
bro, I gotta say something. I'm not proud of this, but I've judged people from afar thinking they have a relationship like these people. Like I've thought relationships like this exist. It's weird to see it. Cause like
it was odd.
You're talking about the blonde from the
Cyril and oh boy, the ISB agent.
Yeah, the ISB guy.
Yeah. Like it's just
stubborn bowels.
It's weird to see like, oh, they're in a relationship. But like, there's no I love yous. There's no hand holding. They don't.
There is
sit next
just
to each
anxiety
other.
and
Weird, bro. But then you're like, this makes sense on their personalities.
I bet
her
you,
lips are so dry it hurts when she walks.
Whoa.
It gets dark. She goes into the bedroom, turns on a purple light. They like throw on the Grateful Dead, and they just have sex like monkeys all night long.
Right. And then they never speak of it again.
And then they wake up in the morning, the collar gets on really tight, and they're like, "Do you want the cereal Poofy Puffs?" And he's like, "You know, I like my Poofy Puffs."
Yo, and I gotta say it, bro. That fucking their dress attire is fresh for a dude. Like that dress attire. If I was skinnier, that shit would look hard as fuck, bro. It's got a very Asian feel to it, but like I like their weird version of the tie.
Yeah.
Like there's something about that to me. I'm like, that's what I thought ties would be at. Not specifically that, but like,
right.
Because obviously Back to the Future 2, Marty's wearing 2 fucking ties, which to me to this day, I'm like, that's so weird.
So
I always thought there would be a change. Yes, we have bow ties and ties, but like, yeah, dude, you totally went futuristic. Like
there's a Japanese style where the undershirt like pops straight up, and then the overcoat thing has this like hard cut like this, and then there's a pin that goes through it.
Yeah, dude, that's dope.
And that shit's tight.
Yeah, it's fucking sweet.
It's very crispy. Like that collar piece is like so like hard pressed.
It's fire.
It doesn't move. It's fucking dope looking.
I'm into that kind of shit, dude. But yeah, anyways, that weird.
Yeah, they're weird.
And wait till you watch episode 3, homeboy.
I'm excited. I'm gonna watch it tomorrow.
You should.
Yeah,
Erin's gonna get her nails done, and I'm gonna fucking watch it.
It's good stuff, dude. It's good stuff.
Yeah. And then the whole Mon Mothma like arc, the third one really carries the arc of this whole story, which is like the sacrifices that you're willing to and unwilling to make.
Well, I noticed that in the second one, she was like, "Oh, I'm gonna have to burn down some villages over
Like,
this.
oh, my best friend is.
And
like,
then you could see like the distrust
Mhm.
in between
the
everyone.
look in her Mon Mothma's eyes when Tay comes to her is like,
Yes,
great,
yeah,
because,
at that
like, her
dinner
whole
party.
world, like her best friend, like grew up with, just was like, maybe I need more money. Maybe I talk. And it was like the fear that she portrayed in that moment was like, oh yeah.
Excellent acting.
You do, and then we didn't touch on this at all, and he kind of has his moments, and I know a lot of people hate him. We always joke that we love the dude, but Perrin, what the fuck does he maybe know now?
He's on point, dude.
Because
he's on point.
Yeah, bro. Like,
he's
I know a lot of
speechifying.
people could not stand his character, and rightfully so. Like, I get it, but like, he's really coming with it this season, dude. He's really coming with it.
The third episode, it's a great character arc for everyone in this.
Yeah.
All
the different things that are happening, the different planets we're on, the different people we're following, and they tie it up, bro, perfectly.
This is not Star Wars for kids in any way, shape, or form.
Mm-hmm.
This is adult Star Wars. Like,
oh god, yes.
Like,
yeah, you're gonna find that out.
This is where a lot of people get lost off on it and don't like it and such. And I get it, because it's dark. But see, I was asking for dark Star Wars.
Mhm.
Well,
and this is this darkness, like, oh shit, this is dark. Maybe now I can't ask it to be dialed back now. I asked for it to be dark.
Yeah.
This is the kind of Star Wars where, like, if you hit it too hard, bro, and you really pull back and examine it, you're like, no, this is the grossness of how it would be. Like, you forgot you were watching a kid show for 7 episodes. You went into, or 7 seasons, and you went in another kid show for 5 more seasons.
Mhm.
And now they're like, no, we're gonna make some gritty, authentic shit. And you're like, and there's no space wizards. That was one of the points I wanted to bring up too. There's no space wizards, right?
Yeah.
So like, it's crazy. You have all this military-ness, sabotage, spies, all this shit. Let's just not forget, you live in that world, and then somebody's like, we're dealing with these guys who can control our mind. They use these fucking laser swords. They wear these cloaks, and then they got these evil, you know what I mean? Like, this is such a stark contrast from that.
Right.
This isn't Darth Vader and lightsabers. This is
just a bureaucracy like that. It comes with the Empire. Like,
Mhm.
there's the back end of this where you've got 2 Sith Lords that are going to rule the galaxy. But in order to rule the galaxy,
they're talking about
paper trail. You have to have
strip
receipts.
mining a planet full of people.
right,
Yeah,
dude.
you have to figure out, okay, I have to feed everyone that I said I'm going to protect now. Well, that means I'm going to have planets full of nothing but crops, because it's got to feed a galaxy.
Yeah.
But
So
see, I think that's the thing though. When you're watching that shit as a kid, like when you're watching Rebels and you're younger, you really don't understand the scope
you don't
of
get
it.
Yeah.
Right. And they don't paint it to be that stark. But
Right.
when you're an adult or you're older and you realize, oh, that this is
Let's all just a farming planet.
yeah, this is all more authentically real to like. I watched World War II shit, and I've studied history, and they've based it off this real history that really fucking happened to people. You know, so it's wild.
One of the things that I've been enjoying about TikTok is all these people that keep popping up in my feed where they're like, "You remember when we were watching Phantom Menace and we were like, really? It's a story about trade wars."
Yeah.
And now all of a sudden they're like, "Yeah, that's how empires are made." Fuck.
But yeah, dude, this if every 3 episodes we're getting a new thing happening and a new adventure, and you're pulling it off to this degree. You're giving me 3 episodes, you're buttoning it up, you're giving me almost 2.5 hours of a story.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, legit, you could have put this all in a theater. You really could just put it all as one group thing, and here you fucking go, because this is a story, and then your next 3 episodes are gonna be a whole different. They all in line.
4 movies, man.
Yeah,
You got
4
yourself a
movies, bro.
saga right here.
Yeah, dude, and to sit down and watch all 3 of them back to back to back fucking flows so sexy.
It was good. It was good.
I'm excited. I enjoyed just the transition from 1 and 2.
Yeah,
I was definitely. I was like, you know what? Yes, but the pacing. They chew the fat a lot. I hope that the payoff for the things where I was like, this is a little indulgent.
It's necessary chewing of the fat, though. It can't. I don't know what you would want.
Well, let's see where it plays out, because like there's a lot going on the Mon Mothma side that you know something big's gonna happen, and they got to set it up.
Yeah,
let's see how we set it up. Like we're watching it be set up. So.
Yeah,
there's just there. So when you're making some kind of a story or whatever, like there's always like this scene is 1.5 minutes long, and we can trim it down to like 1:16. You know what I mean? There's a lot of we're gonna take the whole 1.5 minutes.
This is a story driven by characters.
Sure. I'm just saying, like
feeling the characters, you're feeling the emotion, you're feeling them getting caught up, and then understanding like
and
DB just said, like
is there for it.
Yeah, that's why I'm saying I just hope that there's payoffs for
I think you'll feel differently of the pacing once you finish the complete arc.
Yeah. I'm here for it. I'm just saying, like I'm hoping that the longer runtime for the episodes makes sense in the end.
In my opinion, it does.
Well, good.
How about a shout out to the Gorman spiders that are responsible for all of the great clothing across this galaxy.
I thought that scene was cute.
Crazy spiders that wake up at dawn and work from dawn to dusk, and then they harvest it and kind of turn it into the most stylish of clothes.
Oh, I thought that was a really nice nod to all the fans who have been bitching for the last like 25 years about where all this opulence comes from.
It comes from places
it comes from places like that.
Right.
It 100% has to come from somewhere.
Right.
And I think that in a world where you're like, the Millennium Falcon is a fucking busted old piece of shit and everybody's covered in grease and they're sweating because the air doesn't work. Like there's also this other side where, it's these incredibly rich silk.
Pretentious
it was in the Last Jedi.
Yeah.
We visited that planet. People hated it. People fucking hated it.
Yeah.
They didn't want to see it.
Well,
it's funny because it works on both sides of it. Like you can tell, like the rebels would have their issues with it because you have the rebels like Mon Mothma, obviously big fans.
Yeah.
And then, but you also have the rebels like Bix, who I'm sure isn't wearing the latest fashion trends.
Right.
And then you have the Empire that's looking at it like, oh, they're sitting on Cradium, and we need that to reflect the laser pieces. And will it affect them? It's gouge mining. Yeah, we're probably gonna make the planet implode.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
I was like, that is wild in the pants.
And it was crazy how they had like the two salesmen.
Right.
Yeah.
That blew my mind. I was like, bro,
it's strange.
Yeah.
This is what we're gonna do.
But it felt authentic though. It still felt like,
you would bring in the people who are invested.
Yeah. It was cool. Cool. I'm enjoying it. It is a different Star Wars, but that's the thing I've always said. Like, there's talk currently of a horror Star Wars.
Yeah.
I'm fine. I'm not necessarily the people who I'll probably go try to watch it because it's Star Wars, but I definitely won't be the guy bitching about it because I don't like horror anyways.
Yeah.
Right.
So obviously they're making it for people who like horror and Star Wars.
Yeah. You could definitely do a fucking like a alien style fucking
dude.
Star
I'm all
Wars
about
movie.
some shit like that, bro.
Oh, you had the Dark Troopers that
I
the
want
zombie
that
apocalypse book. That was pretty interesting.
Yeah,
dude. Just play Star Wars Battlefront 2, where you play with the Ewoks in the dark as a trooper. And you gotta and these little fucking murder bears are running around like, and they're hitting you with these fucking slingshot shits, and you're like, oh, these things are fucking frightening as a fuck.
Yes, of course they are. Little violent fucking 2-foot bears. Fuck off. That's scary.
Yeah.
You didn't even gotta fucking make a movie. I already
murder
know
bears
it's
are cool as long as they're on your side.
Right.
No shit.
Right. Yub, bitch.
Right. Leia
the-
only had
my
to
pet
dress her
monster
size because they
ain't
ate
got shit
someone
on
her
me, Will.
size.
The maniacal shit that they were doing just in Jedi.
Bro, they'll fucking murder you and then use you as a musical instrument.
Yes.
Dude, Leia had a dress given to her, meaning they ate someone Leia size
Yes.
in order to get a dress.
Right.
Yep.
Yep. And they must have had a selection. Oh, fuck.
Right.
I completely forgot. I wanted to bring this up. The first episode, the very first scene, there is a kind of a thick gal.
Mhm.
And that's the first time I can think of in all the Star Wars where like somebody is just like given their propers that doesn't look like a Hollywood type person.
Pork.
You did
Hey,
that in the
you know,
Acolyte.
much respect to Porkins.
They did? Who?
Yeah. They did
Porkins.
that. Yeah. I agree with Dragon.
Well,
Buddy. They did
Porkins,
that with
for sure.
Porkins, but they did that with the Acolyte. They had the heavier set Jedi dude. He was a big boy.
I guess I was just thinking like as far as women, like big dudes get roles. But
Dude, do you not remember Jabba's palace? Were
Oh
you not
yeah, the 9-titty lady.
oh yeah, there was that lady too.
there? Yeah, dude.
Either way,
Yeah,
I was
makes
just like,
sense.
oh, look at Hollywood being cool.
There you
It was
go.
cool. I liked her part. That was a great interaction between her and Cassian.
Yeah,
Where
for sure.
it's like where he's like, she's like, I'm sorry, and he's like, no, I get to be here with you as you turn.
Yeah.
And her like, is it worth it? And he's like, yes. You know,
Yeah.
like it's you coming to terms with yourself, and her like having that tear of thank you.
Right,
I'm probably
right.
gonna die from this. You know, like
Mhm. If it
Wow.
doesn't kill me
It was a good
today, it's
moment. It was
probably
a good
going to kill
moment.
me another day.
Right.
Yeah.
But
you
it'll
made
be
the
worth it.
choice. The Emperor can't win, and you know it.
Yeah.
That was
Dude,
cool.
It really gave me a military feeling in that scene too, though, because just like it was so they're in this, there's a hangar here, and then she's talking to her superior about the pilot, and it was just, it just really gave me a very militaristic vibe. Very, that atmosphere is.
Mhm.
They felt like real people. They didn't feel like troopers for the Empire. Like, oh, my boss thinks you're cute.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like that.
Mhm.
It just they humanized them to a degree, and it felt more human in that environment. And then he pretty much murders 15 of them.
Mm-hmm.
No problem.
Yep.
Cuts them
Yep.
right to fucking half with that
Fucking
minigun.
stormtrooper MPs ain't got a chance against a fucking
No,
TIE
they were all
fighter.
red shirts.
Fucking yeah. They
Yeah.
were snow troopers.
I
Don't
did like
get
the fact that
fucking
you have all
snow
these
troopers.
OG troopers run in there, like, what the fuck?
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Oh, it's
What
good
the
stuff.
fuck's going on?
Yeah.
Well,
I'm excited for the next 3. I'm excited for you to,
Yeah.
Hell
we'll
yeah.
revisit a little bit of this next week when you
Yeah,
get to
definitely.
see it. So
I'll notch out more time next Tuesday
yeah. So we won't let motherfuckers hit the skip button when we review it.
or next Wednesday, I
Yeah,
guess.
that's what I mean. We'll do. We'll
Yeah.
sit here.
Skip button.
They won't be able to hit the
Do
skip
it.
button. We'll be like, we're going to talk
Yeah.
about
Don't get the
last week, bitch.
Yeah. Bing bong.
Bing bong.
Bing
bitch.
bong.
Well, if you guys don't have anything else, I'm going to say the thing I say.
Oh,
May the force be with you.
Mhm.
Go blue.
I am Groot.
And we are all goo.
Hell yeah.
Bing